This is all Weston's fault.
Weston being your aforementioned stepson from your recently failed marriage.
Yes, and thanks for putting it so bluntly.
I tend to get blunt with middle-aged men who want to blame their failed marriage on a 13-year-old.
He's 14 now.
Oh, and does that make a difference?
Yeah, since if it was up to me, he wouldn't have made it to be 14. Yeah, it's quite a little milestone for him.
And were you always this hostile towards him?
Me towards Dr. Spiegel. The kid did everything but spit on... check that. Toward the end, he did spit on me.
I see. And how do you think he feels now that you've left the house and are divorcing his mother?
I think he's over friggin' joyed. He's back to being the man of the house. He's running roughshod over his sisters. Now, I do pity them. But my wife had a choice between me and Weston, and she chose Weston.
Well, can you blame her?
No, I blame Weston. Weren't you listening earlier?
Maybe you'd understand if you had children of your own.
Are you kidding? I have children.
Excuse me, you failed to mention that before? How many? Do you realize you just flipped me off if we were in England?
You realize we're not in England? I merely meant I have 2 sons, Iggy and Morph.
What was that again?
Igneous and metamorphic. They're from my first failed marriage from back in Philadelphia.
I see. And so she named them after rocks and you just went along with that?
What went along? Try to tell Magma anything.
Magda?
Magma. Her father was also a geologist. Got to meet her brother, sedimentary. Anyway, that's why I came up with nicknames for the boys.
And how long has it been since you've seen your boys? Hey, I'm glad we're not in London. 2 weeks? 2 months? Oh, 2 years? Good God, Mr. Langlanais.
Herb, and it's pretty shocking to me too. They didn't get to come to the wedding. They didn't get to meet my ex-wife or the girls or King Craphead.
Just how did this happen?
She got custody. I moved to LA. It's not like we can have dinner together once a week. And Magma always managed to have the boys involved in some kind of activity for the 6 weeks out of the summer I was supposed to get them.
And so now you'd like to correct that?
Are you kidding?
You don't want to see?
Of course I want... Dr. Spiegel. Igneous and I... Well, Iggy and I never got along. But I do miss... the little guy. I do miss him. Hell, I miss them both. And even fighting with Iggy.
Fighting? About?
Name something. We are philosophically opposed. He's too much like his mother. Why do you think I got along with Weston for so long? As long as I did, I've already danced to this band.
And so what's stopping you now from just going and reestablishing a nice relationship with your boys?
Dr. Spiegel, I live in a guest house behind a main house. This little Cato Kalin shack. It's the size of a shoebox. Can you imagine me sharing it with a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old?
Do you really think it's going to make a difference? You are their father, and I'm sure they love you.
Well, one of them does. And even that's a stretch after 2 years.
Are you sure you got the address right, Iggy?
Yeah, this is the place.
I mean, Dad really lives in this little crap hole?
So it would appear.
Wow, how the mighty have swollen.
Fallen.
Yeah, that too. Iggy,
What?
what do we do if he says no?